show, Ellie still looks exactly the same, but is supposed to be 5 years older. Also, Ellie still acts exactly the same. So it really conflicts with what the character's supposed to be portrayed as here, because Ellie still looks and acts like a 14-year-old from season 1, even though she's supposed to be 19.
What is it?
So,
it is a tale of combat,
of
a fair-haired woman doing battle with the most powerful of all gods.
What woman?
Elaborate. What? Oh, the specifics elude me. I had my side of me, and I was excited. Yes, about to bury the hatchet with an old friend. But something terrible happened.
I'm afraid that terrible thing was your demise, my friend.
I know there was more. I could see all three.
That change just didn't really make sense to me. Pretty much all
help me make amends with my friend. Help me remember.
The main character of season 2, whereas Ellie just feels like the quirky sidekick constantly scrambling to make it quick. Now, of course, I've seen a lot of people saying that it's all Bella Ramsey's acting's fault here for the lackluster season. And I don't really agree with that. Did Bella Ramsey knock it out of the park with a fucking grand slam, grand salami performance? No. But I don't think this material would work even if they did recast Ellie for somebody else that could embody, the grits and the intimidation that Ellie had in the game better. Like, I don't think it would change if the material did. Because for some reason, Ellie is written to still be like this kid that takes nothing seriously, and all the characters that interact with Ellie in this world interact with her as kind of a babysitter. Best example is Jessie, where Jessie comes and rescues her and Dina, saves the day, and then the rest of that episode and now into this episode, there's no actual friendship between them, and in fact there really hasn't been on screen at all for the whole season, but it's so egregious here in these last 2 episodes where they're not friendly. Whereas in the game, you get the feeling that they will do anything for each other to, keep each other safe. In the show, Jessie is literally like the babysitter here, just having to sigh and put up with Ellie's attitude and just being like this constant rat. And so I don't even think that's Bella Ramsey's fault. That is the fault of the writing around this character. They were totally off the mark with what they tried to do here. It was much, much worse than the video game counterpart, and even if you haven't played the game, I just think most people get the impression that Ellie is like this really annoying character.
Alright, I just built my castle on the hill, so these annoying enemies won't get up here easily.
Got a good feeling about this guy. I think he knows something about Mother.
Or not.
Have some faith, brother. Answers could be closer than you think.
I am ready to drink in the next life.
And kick shot enemies are invading from every direction. You have to plan your defense, upgrade towers, and keep your territory safe. But as a gang,
Stuck.
It's like something's gummed up the works, brother.
Solve their problems and eventually want to see how you can roll? Download and try it now.
It's never about in a game of golf just one thing. It's everything, and it's all-encompassing. In Golf Galaxy, we are your team. If you have a question on your equipment, your fitter's here. If you have a question on your swing or something mechanical, our Class A PGA professionals are here for you. If you need help fixing something, our club techs are here for you.
We have the fitting base, we have the TrackMan. When you come in, we want to equip you with the right apparel, the right footwear. We have everything that you could possibly need to improve your game.
Wasn't a single moment in the season where you get the sense that she is on this unstoppable quest for revenge, an insatiable appetite for vengeance, overcome with the desire to kill the people that killed Joel. It never feels that way, because it just never seems like she cares that much. It feels more almost like a slice of life sometimes, as opposed to like this dark descent into revenge and the effects it has on everyone around them. character was written to just be constantly joking, which, again, I don't understand why. Because in the game, yeah, Ellie, of course, is still kind of zany, but it's every minute of every scene in season 2. Like, in between perilous, these sequences, where they're trying to be quiet or, like, about to fight some infected, in between that, they're joking. In fact, sometimes in the middle of it, like at the very beginning of the season, where they're about to, like, kill one of the flicker, and they're doing, like, sign language back and forth, and she does, like, the miming that she's stabbing her neck, and blood's pouring out. Like, it's always joking, which doesn't work for the this is supposed to be. It doesn't feel intense. It takes a lot of that, like, on edge, hold your breath, are they going to make it out alive, anxiety to put it in. Because it's constantly broken up with Ellie making it. Or it's just not being able to use it. And I think that's the biggest detriment to the season. That and a lot of the changes they made just don't work. I actually thought some of the changes they made. As I mentioned, I think that entire sequence with the Jackson fight, I think that was a really good idea. I won't just regurgitate the episode, but the point is, I think that was a good change, and then the majority of the changes they made going forward were misses and big questions. Where Ellie, with pursuing Ellie, she washes up on the shore, gets taken by the stars, and she's about to be gutted like a fish. And then she's not, because it gets broken up, the boat's under deck, they let her go, and then she gets out of there and then goes back to get Ellie. That wasn't in the game, and it added nothing. It felt so out of the blue, just completely random. Why even have that there? It doesn't really compute my noodle up here. They need to be something they explore in season 3.
There's still a blockage further up there.
Right now, that just felt entirely out of left field and so unless what they tried to get across.
Tell me, any progress on finding my body?
Because
the
he was
other
a
half
little
of my
kid
stein?
who kind of, passed judgment saying that she needs to be killed. It, like, gave the sign to, like, split her open, so maybe that's what it wanted to get across. But I don't think you needed this whole sequence here that leads to nothing. That was already kind of established earlier in the season anyway. But whatever. Point is, there was a lot of changes that I don't think added anything, and in fact, some of them I think just take away. But I'm not speaking in absolutes. I'm not a Sith. There are changes I like. I mentioned Jack. I thought that was a great battle. Still, the best part of season 2, I would say, was everything that happened with Jackson. That was really my favorite part. There's another change that in the finale that I thought was really smart. Is while Ellie and Jesse take refuge for a moment, hold up, and Ellie grabs the book. That book is actually one that's near and dear to my heart. It's the monster of Egypt. That look for help! Stop you from getting to the end of the monster that I it's horrifying. Frantically trying to get you to stop. No, don't go to the end of the book. But then when you get to the end of the book, I think that is a very clever slide here, knowing obviously what is on this path for revenge. Ellie is the monster at the end of the book, and what she needs. I think that works pretty well for the game, not the show.
Surely that's unjammed the wheel.
But I think that it was a very clever the game.
Water's moving. I wonder if we can get anywhere new now.
I thought I was pretty solid. For the brief glimpses you could have been in the show, I actually thought I was very good.
The water level's up. I think we can go across now.
Tight schedules. And 12 stops left in your...
Stubborn durability. But
That's where the Drekkie feeds. Let's get ready. Won't be much time for fussing once the fighting starts.
because of how Ellie was written here. They at no point have Ellie even remotely come close to the rage that's demonstrated in the character in the game. And for the vast majority of the season, Ellie's just jerk. Constantly happy. Even when the situations make no sense for that to be the emotion that Ellie has. It doesn't work. It's just she never feels angry or full of rage or anything like that, like on a destructive warpath. It never comes across.
Look, over here. The water's flowing.
It felt like they were afraid to commit to just being angry.
You got the water flowing.
Only so we might access more of the crater.
Yeah, but with the water flowing, the plants and animals will come back. I think we just healed this place.
It was not my intention.
For goodness sake, brother, just take the win. With the water flowing and new paths open to us, I say we go for a stroll.
We will search, not stroll.
Oh, come off it. You've never enjoyed nature for its own sake? Not just for the treasure you might find?
I mean, treasure's nice too.
You're hopeless. Both of you.
Really conflicts with the selfish Ellie that they're trying to get across, and also the Ellie from the game. Absolutely, the error is just so revenge. She wouldn't do that or get mad about not being able to save this star she didn't know. And then 2 scenes later in this finale, it's when Jesse and Ellie are looking over the city.
Looks like our good deed has already brought back some wildlife. Suppose I spoke too soon.
Jesse reminds her Tommy is fighting wolves. He's been
Watch out!
Dragon's perched on that structure. Can we find a way up?
Incoming! Right side!
She's going to be that rage filled into that Ellie from the game, and instead they just had her be pretty inconsistent across the house. Also, when she's going through the aquarium with the flashlight on, she was kind of painful. She was behind enemy lines. She'd already just gone through that island sequence. Now she's in the aquarium, yet she still has her flashlight fully blasting here, knowing full well everyone there will just try and kill her if they're allergic to her presence. And yet she's like basically throwing up a flare where she is at full time. She basically got the UAV out on herself, with having the flashlight going. Luckily, of course, they were in the back seats. That was just a little silly.
Outcome.
After Tony and Jesse come, they get Ellie, they go back to the same spot. There's a conversation like this, and I don't remember if it plays out this way in the game, but
Another one of those mysterious crystals.
it's when Ellie asks, why'd you come back, Jesse?
Dead end. Where to now?
Is that true? And Jesse said, nope. And then he says, I just thought if I was ever in trouble, life on the line, I knew I could count on you to light the fire, burn it all down, do everything possible with mountains, basically, to come save me. He basically says that if you're in trouble, he wants to do everything to save him. And I just thought to myself how fucking stupid that sounds after what we just watched, where Ellie, literally less than 20 minutes ago, just openly forsakes Jesse and Tommy. Tommy was in immediate danger, fighting against wolves in like this huge firefight. Ellie abandons both of them in order to go with Abby. So I don't know why Jesse thinks that she would do anything to save him, because there's a good chance if Ellie snuck a word that she believed would somehow lead her closer to Abby, she would follow that with the first character smoking nice pie and forget all about Jesse and the entire. So just that line, the conversation doesn't really end completely against that and abandon the people she cares about, which I do think is much more annoying than the video game. But since the show is very inconsistent about being that angry, rage, revenge-focused character that we know from the game, it doesn't, it no longer works, and it feels very out of place. Anyway, though, it's not there. The show there. I think it was a huge step down. I also think the season had some big pacing issues that I haven't even begun to touch on. It really wasn't. Oh, I did want to mention, I actually thought Abby was pretty solid in the show. Like, I don't have any major complaints there. I think Abby's side of things, whenever it was like, I don't know if that's maybe just because everything on the Ellie side was done so poorly that Abby's side, by contrast, was not. I really don't, but I did think Abby was pretty solid this season. And I know season 3 is obviously going to be focusing on Abby's side entirely. Well, maybe that ends up being a bit better than this season, because season 2 of Last of Us show not amazing. That's really about it. Yeah.
My name's Greg Roach.
Right side! Incoming!
Great addition to the hard tackle list. Some of the features I like, they have an auto stop, which is super important. Let's say you drop to the bottom, you didn't catch anything, you can just hit the button and it's going to stop before you slam a swivel into the tip. Also a line counter, very important.
What happened? What happened?
Same thing, misfiring. Yep. Okay. Stop.
What happened?
Damn thing, misfired on me. Well, guys, it's about that time again. That time when the world feels like it's going straight to the gun. So most did, not all the time. And with that, of course, comes... And of course, preparation. Preparation of the Doomsday variety. Which is why today we're going to be taking a look at some of the best and brightest individuals that fully utilize every resource available to prepare for the end of society as we know it. On National Geographic's Doomsday Preppers. Now, I don't remember if I've addressed this in videos before. No way to know, simply impossible. But in this show, we're mainly looking at people who go to extreme lengths to prepare for very unlikely scenarios, often can be quite silly and sometimes even psychotic in the process. But as I crack jokes about these people, I always get comments saying that I'm foolish for doing so. Whether it's because of lockdown or the usual World War III scare that we get
Ready yourself.
seemingly every year.
Bloody luck. Another one.
These guys don't look so silly now.
Nasty hit. You alright, brother?
In case of the wife not being, I'll say So I think this is the case of Doomsday Prepper's 401k depletion edition. But this hobby has become his life obsession. I do consider myself a prepper hunter. Up first on the channel, a Doomsday Preppers entrepreneur.
Dragon's perched on that structure. Can we find a way up?
James and Nick have made a career from inventing survival tools that they believe will give them an edge in the apocalypse. Today, one of their latest inventions has arrived back from the manufacturer. Nice. It's called the Crew. It's axe, machete, hammer, nail puller, chipper. It's a printing tool. It's a chair. And even a wood.
Now, I am very familiar with this knife guy, which is that guy that we all know with a really big knife that uses it any chance they get, no matter what. Even if a bag of clays is designed to be opened with your hands. But Sharp Shovel Guy, another fucking...
Here's our new version that we got to test out today. So it's a different paint. It's much tougher. And we also have the new Z-Spine, which is crazy. Look at that.
It's like a war game. One thing I love about this show is whenever they have prepping partners or friends help them out, they are always huge yes men. Or not being the guy who's trained.
Bloody one. Another one. Super loud.
It's a printing tool. It's a chair.
Shield up. Come on, Kratos. Off your back.
Oh.
dragon's perched on that structure. Did we find a way up?
I saw Durlin again too. After we forged the spear, Odin appeared. He had Durlin with him, threatening him, as if he knew I would know him.
But if Odin knew all along, then while we were pretending not to know each other, he was pretending not to see through us. Man, he really is a good liar.
Behind you, brother!
Watch the ogre! So I got the sense Vanaheim wasn't supposed to be so humid. Was that the effect of Fimbulwinter there?
To a great extent, it seems.
So Midgard had endless night and cold. Svartalfheim had earthquakes. Alfheim had the light randomly pulsing. But Asgard didn't seem to be having any effects at all.
Odin had a long time to prepare.
No change I noticed in Helheim or Muspelheim either. Now that I think of it. The more primordial realms might be less susceptible.
How do you suppose Jotunheim is faring?
How would I know?
Just training your powers of speculation.
I don't know. If nobody's there to see, does it even matter?
The Stag of Winter. It looks hungry.
Come on already! Just come back with me. I don't care how hungry you are.
Mimir, you said souls come in 4 parts. Does that mean you can lose some of your soul, but not all of it?
Aye. Form, mind, direction, and luck. Lose any one of them and the entire being suffers. Still, sometimes luck alone is enough. Just ask your father.
My success does not come from luck.
Ah, the refrain of the eternally lucky.
I can sharpen that axe when you want. Living whetstone. That's me. Yeah? Keep her sharp and she'll keep you alive. Hope you're feeling violent. And the kid? You make up your mind. Hitting the road or chewing the fat? About time I had something to do. We got more lip flapping to do or no? Wanna yet before you head off?
Oh, I gotta remember to ask Tyr about his travels to the lands beyond the seas.
You wish to travel the world?
I don't know. Maybe. See new places. Find out more about myself. Alka!
Nasty hit! You all right, brother?
Elka!
I felt that one, brother.
Sure are a lot of Sather out here. I wonder if Freya knows why.
Learn anything?
Elka! Mimir, if I met someone I like, how would I know if they, liked me too?
Is there someone?
No. I was just curious. Actually, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Watch it!
Alka.
So, lad, is Thrude who you meant when you asked about Viking?
Through? No. I mean, I wasn't asking about anyone specific. And, well, Skilder likes Thrude. She's only interested in becoming a Valkyrie. She's focused, you know?
Oh, very well, lad. Very well. Just hope you know if you ever need to review anything we discussed.
I know. It's good. I'm fine.
Yo, Muhammad, thank you so much for the nice comments, man. I appreciate that, and I hope to,
We killed him a few
you
times,
know,
actually, but it didn't take.
invest in more.
And I figured maybe the way to stop a soulless beast was to give it a soul. So I gave it the
I
one I had
appreciate
on
it
me.
all.
I beg your pardon?
Doing this a long time,
Remember
so
the light Father saw? The
everything
accidental
counts, you know.
magic I did when Fenrir died? That was part of Fenrir's soul going into my knife. Once I figured that out, I just put Fenrir into Garm.
Clever one, lad! A gigantic hell beast with the soul of a loyal pup. Bloody brilliant!
Eaten. Its spit glows. Atreus?
We should follow the glowing spit. Find the Dreki.
Good.
Well, kinda obvious.
More spit.
Then we're going the right way.
That is where the creature nests.
Can't get across here. Let's find a different way around.
What you need now? What about your boy? Let's make something then. Now, what else was there?
Emir, did you know Garm? Why was he locked up to begin with?
Ah, Hell's feral sentinel. Well, believe it or not, Midgard was once bigger. Until Gar, then just a wee pup, got peckish.
He ate Midgard?
Only a few mountain ranges. And the 5th season that comes after winter but before spring. And the word for the feeling when you get so hungry, you stop being hungry.
You're messing with me.
I would never. Careful, brother. We go down there and we're asking for a fight. That Drekkie won't take kindly to us just passing through.
Ready.
We fought back. Back with another Drekkie. Shield up! You know, I really miss the nice dragons from Midgard.
I live to drink another day. Well, in Folkvanger at least. Now I can meet my friend and make amends.
You owe us a story first.
I was at the mead hall. Thor was there. He had a drinking companion. Some sort of creature, the likes of which I had never seen. It had this barrel of mead that seemed to never go empty.
What were they doing?
Getting blind drunk from the looks of it. They were passing drinks around, reveling. Everyone had a tipple too many, but Thor... he was by far the drunkest of any man there that day.
Mimir, what do you make of this?
Thor has always loved a strong drink with questionable company, but I've never heard any word of his creature companion. This isn't a lot to go on, I'm afraid.
Well, we know one thing. Thor was totally drunk when the valley was destroyed.
There's still much we do not know. And whether your mother was involved remains unclear.
Another one of those mysterious crystals.
What'll it be? put some hurt on him. Need something special? Wait, feels like there was something else.
Mimir, if I hadn't accidentally put Fenrir's soul into my knife, he would have gone to the light of Alfheim when he died, right?
Aye. Were he a god or a human who died in battle, a Valkyrie would have taken him to Valhalla or Folkvanger. Had he been a human or god who died outside of battle, he'd be passed down to Helheim. But Fenrir was a wolf, so his soul would have joined all the others in Alfheim.
Mothers.
Like your mothers. Bloody thing can't be hard! Something must be casting a spell on it! Watch out! Watch your right! Left side, incoming!
Go much further, we'll be right on top of the ogre. Better be sure we're ready.
We fight!
Yeah, I got that! Yeah, stay quiet!
Behind you, brother!
Left foot!
Right side! That was ours, you opportunistic sod.
It went back to its perch. Let's go after it. Hey, Mimir. Between me and Tyr, who'd ever guess I was the giant, huh?
Indeed, lad. Atreus, I've been considering your question about whether Groa's deception made a difference. I think of it this way. When it comes to subverting prophecy, knowledge is power. Without the full picture and context, the finer details can lead you to tragically incorrect interpretations. Back in my homeland, I was privy to the operations of a certain coven of heath witches who were keen on destabilizing the government. They picked an influential Thane, an otherwise loyal man, and fed him a story of his own ascension to king. They dressed it up in enough details they knew would come to pass, so when they did, the Thane took it as confirmation. Next thing you know, he's helping matters along. He murders his king, sleeping under his own roof. Murders many he once called friends, too, thinking them fated to oppose him. Then, for a finishing touch, the witches revisit this usurper. You better pause there. Right side!
Ready yourselves.
I got you. Alpha!
Ah, bloody luck. Another one. Take it off, man. You've got this.
Shield up! Changing arrows!
Damn unlocked. Herbaceous Dreckie dead. I'd say this jungle is well on its way back to its original glory.
Look, another one of those day-night altars. Probably need to use it, I'm guessing. Stay quiet!
Wait.
What is it you want?
Are you a father?
Yes.
Then you must understand. My son, this toy, it was for him. But now he's gone. That day, so much chaos and death. I was panicked, looking for my son. Please, help reunite me with my son in Folkvanger.
We're gonna help him, right?
What is the last thing you saw, Spirit?
Statues. 2 of them. Dragons facing away from each other. Separated like my son. This toy. It will bring me back to him.
His story is like many in this valley. Separated from someone they love by death.
We gotta get him back to his son.
Agreed.
You do? Oh, I assumed you'd say something like, reuniting the dead is pointless.
Not this time.
If I may resume my tale, the Heath Witches were looking to tie up loose ends, and so revisited the Thane they'd manipulated into assassinating his king. With just a few details structured ever so misleadingly, they convinced the fool he was invulnerable to all threats.
Physical or magical?
Aye, aye, but 'twas not so for...
Prepare for a fight.
I'll have to get past those vines somehow.
The way is clear.
Watch it! Watch it!
Calling more wind!
I'll have to get past those vines somehow.
The way is clear.
Outcome!
Come on, brother! Arrows will help you!
So, Mimir, how did they capture Garm in the first place?
That was Tyr's doing. He lured the beast somewhere safe and kept it distracted by lending his own arm to be gently chewed. Once the chains were on and the gate to Helheim was opened, Garm bit Tyr's arm clean off in retribution.
But Tyr's not missing an arm.
Well, it grew back, eventually. He is a very resourceful god, after all. to wrap up that story I was telling. The usurping Thane was convinced by the Heath Witches of his own invulnerability. Falsely, as he would learn too late. All turned into a rather magnificent bloodbath as they go. The Thane ends up without his head and a name so cursed none dare speak it. All thanks to a subtly deceptive prophecy.
You've really got to write these stories down one day, Mimir.
Well, I try. Jaw tends to get sore, but thank you, lad.
Mimir, when I was in Asgard, I saw Odin do something to some new Einherjar. They seemed kind of mindless until he cast a spell that restored their identity.
Aye, that was his habit, even when they were confined to Valhalla. I think letting them remember themselves was another small way of cheating death any way he could. Though I wouldn't be surprised if with that small gift of autonomy, he also embeds an undying personal loyalty to himself.
You can be with your son now.
Thank you. I can't wait to see his face again. I'll give him this gift and tell him about the brave people who helped me.
Now you can help us. What did you see that day?
Yes, I remember now. On the day the valley was destroyed, Thor was swinging his hammer wildly through town. Everyone was terrified. Then a fair-haired warrior stepped in his path, and a fight began. She was a brave woman.
This fair-haired warrior must have been Faye, brother.
Yeah, Mom stood up to Thor.
I'm not sure if Faye had bravery or bravado. Not many live to tell the tale of a fight with Thor.
Faye never spoke of fighting him.
Everyone has secrets.
We do not know for certain this was Faye.
Aye, there is only one way to find out, brother.
Mimir, not try to ask this. There's stories Odin told me, like how he lost his eye, where the details are different from stories you've told me. And I trust you, of course, but they don't seem like things you'd have a reason to lie about either.
One thing to remember about liars, lad. They lie. They do it on principle. No issue too big or too small. They lie about anything they can get away with and some things that they can't, just to demonstrate their power over reality. You must always bear that in mind. If we keep going this way, I believe we'll reach that air dragon's lair.
Yes,
Just making sure you know where you're going.
thank you.
Ah, a hunter lives here.
A careless one.
How's that?
We found its home.
Outcome. Three legendary weapons. You have a favorite, Father?
No. They are tools for specific tasks. A preference would be meaningless.
I like the axe.
I too like the axe.
Out. Hey, Mimir, you ever notice Thor talk to his hammer?
Oh, still doing that, is he?
Yeah. Is he, like, charming the steel or casting a spell or something?
No, just a weird bloke. Path's open. That dragon is shaking in its scaly boots, I suspect.
Once we approach the dragon, we will kill or be killed. Understood?
Yes, Father. Come on! Father, watch out! Whoa! That looks like it hurt!
Do not worry about me. my neck stump. What's your sight?
It is done.
I'll say. That ogre's not getting up anytime soon either.
I can hear the animals. They're relieved. Maybe they'll come out of hiding.
Our souls transformed, our minds remained, until those two perverted became. We told what we saw, empowered his lies. Good little ravens. Good little spies.
Let's do it. Hitting the road or chewing the fat? We got more lip flapping to do or no? Ready when you are. Want a yap before you head off?
There's something over here.
Ah, a memory of war. You could use this as a training arena if you like. You'll just be fighting the recollections of enemies. They won't be able to harm you.
Here goes nothing.
Left side, incoming!
More Draugrs! Left side!
Watch your right!
You're on fire! But you probably already know that.
Watch your left! Watch on your right!
Brother on the left!
Left flank!
Behind you! Right side! Incoming! Behind you! Watch out! Brother on the left!
Joker, left flank! incoming! Behind you! Watch out! Rocket on the left! Another Draugr to the left! Behind you! Look out! Behind you! Look out! Behind you! Watch out! Behind you, brother! Another Drogo to the left! Behind you, father! Behind you! Incoming!
Last enemy.
Driver on the left! Behind you, father! Watch your left! Another throwback to the left!
Behind you! Incoming!
Brother on the left! Brother on the left! Watch your right! Behind you! Watch out! Find you!
Another Kroger to the left! We're out! You're on fire, Kratos! It will pass! Another Droger to the left! Behind you! Another Droger to the left! Right side! Incoming! Feel it's getting better. Let's go! They hit hard! You're right! Got some bypass on you! Be careful! Behind you, watch Behind you! Incoming!
side!
Behind you!